Interview results with the individual participants showed that a lot of my participants were seeking more awareness for gifted and talented education. They also wanted information on how to motivate gifted learners, how to assist the different areas of giftedness. Prior to the professional development, in the interview, I found that most of my participants did not know how to access a gifted student service plan in Infinite Campus, how to understand and read it, and then how to actually differentiate for the gifted learners in their classroom. Interviews showed that many of the participants were seeking more professional development opportunities to see examples of differentiation, for continued training, and to know more about how to serve their gifted learners. So, after compiling the results and coding themes at the surveys, the observations, and the interviews, I found meta themes. Survey meta themes show teachers don't know how to access gifted student service forms. Teachers don't know differentiation strategies for gifted learners. But all teachers knew that AP and honors courses were an option to serve gifted learners. For observations, meta themes showed that gifted and talented students are on task in the classroom. Teachers are using chunked activities, they're using real world examples. Our teachers have great rapport with gifted and talented students, but not all knew how to differentiate or use differentiation for gifted and talented students in the classroom. My interview meta theme showed that teachers had no training in their undergrad or master's programs on gifted and talented education. But teachers want this training. And teachers have some ideas on how to help underachievers and how to help those with perfectionist issues. But they are wanting more improvement in differentiation opportunities and how to access and understand those gifted student service plans. In conclusion, the survey showed that because teachers had a minimal understanding on how to view and understand gifted student service forms, they were unfamiliar with the service options for students identified as gifted and talented, and unsure on how to implement those areas of differentiation, different activities in the classroom. Another conclusion from the research was that participants do have good rapport with gifted learners and they want to differentiate for them, and they're doing it to the best of their knowledge and abilities. But teachers are lacking information on these strategies. Gifted learners, while through observation, showed they're willing to be challenged. Conclusions from the interviews were especially eye opening. Participants want training, they want professional development, they want information on gifted student service forms, they want to see examples on how to apply it to their courses and in their classroom, and they want more support for their high level learners. After researching and conducting this study, I returned back to the literature. I wanted to find studies that backed up these findings. So, three themes coming at the end of my research are improvement and focus on teacher training. This way to give our teachers the tools to strengthen their instruction, help our gifted and talented students reach their maximum potential, bring awareness in teacher training about gifted education. We also need to improve gifted education differentiation. This requires individuals at the school and at the district level. We need to be delivering practical services to the gifted, problem solving, readiness, differentiated instruction, student centered learning. And finally, there should be an improvement in the school culture as a whole. Numerous studies found that there are negative attitudes held about gifted learners, many of them rooted in myths that have been debunked in gifted education and gifted studies. But this all roots back to a lack of training and awareness on gifted education as a whole. We have great teachers. They give so much of themselves and readily continue everyday learning, right? Lifelong learners. And these teachers want more to help their gifted and talented students. So here are my recommendations. Let's bring more awareness to teachers. We need to teach these myths about gifted education that have been debunked, that a gifted learner, you don't have to worry about them, that they will be fine on their own, that they don't need differentiation, or that regular differentiation is enough for them. We also need to help teachers understand the issues and implications that affect gifted learners so that we can help meet their unique needs. I also recommend more professional development for teachers. Teachers want examples of differentiation. They want to learn and understand gifted student service plans. They want to learn how to motivate gifted learners. And this goes back to changing the school culture. Also, a final recommendation, more support at the school level for gifted and talented education. Boone County has one gifted and talented coordinator for 25 schools. So that means that a lot of the time gifted education is dealt with is at the elementary school level when students are identified in the fourth grade. Gifted and talented education as a whole needs more awareness and teacher training to assist teachers in the regular classroom to provide those learning and differentiation strategies for gifted learners. Here are my references. Thank you for your time.